Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I gotta say I'm surprised. We are getting Pantheon packs in NBA 2K25, my team. I'm gonna be totally honest, I vaguely remember this promo, but I don't remember a lot of specifics about it. I certainly don't remember it being a big enough deal that they brought it back a few years later. Which 2K was Pantheon in? Was it 2K23? 2K22? I really don't remember at this point, to be totally honest. Pantheon. Okay, it's not working. I don't remember what 2K it was, to be totally honest. I vaguely remember this being a promo, but it's been so long that I legitimately don't remember what 2K it was in, and it certainly doesn't seem memorable enough to be getting its own like throwback collection, I guess, but I could be wrong. Either way, with that being said, I am going to find that, but the new cards that we are getting in this promo are Anthony Davis, Dr. J, Cade Cunningham, and then get Dark Matter Joe Johnson, Ja Morant, Gordon Hayward, Alex Sarr, and Luol Deng is going to be the other Dark Matter who is not shown here on this screen. Definitely not a bad drop by any means, if not a drop that is absolutely exhilarating or anything along those lines. But I mean, look, Dr. J is going to be insane. He's also just going to be unattainable for the vast majority of us normal people who aren't going to be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the game. And that's a totally fine thing. I don't think there's anything really wrong with that. I just realistically don't think that we're going to be getting, oh, this was the Pantheon. Really? This is the Pantheon drop? I guess they dropped a couple of different Pantheon drops in 2K21, but this is what they're throwing back to, is these Pantheon drops. There were 3 different Pantheon drops. There was the first Pantheon drop, which came out, I believe, right after Christmas, if I'm not mistaken, or right before Christmas, actually, had Kobe, Scottie Pippen, Shaq. This Dark Matter Anthony Edwards came out later in the year. Pantheon All-Star came out, I guess, All-Star Weekend with MJ and Zion, with Vince, Magic, Paul George. I mean, look, this is a good drop, but it's not a drop that I personally remember so fondly that I expected them to drop another one, and they dropped this Pantheon Team USA drop, which was neat. I do vaguely remember this as well, but I'm kind of surprised that it's a big enough deal for them to throw back to it. Either way, 100 overall AD is going to be a monster, but he is only 6'10" at power forward. 100 overall Cade is going to be one of the very best point guards in the game. He'll be right up there with guys like Shea and MJ and stuff like that, and we'll see how his SIGs are, but he should be a beast. And then Alex Sarr will be a stud. That's going to be a really good Dark Matter. Luol Deng will probably be a stud, really good Dark Matter. Gordon Hayward should be solid. Ja, not super duper excited about. And Joe Johnson, for me, also is not a card that jumps off the page as like a uber exciting option, but I don't know. This is not a drop that, in my personal opinion, gets me super excited, because I'm fully aware that the best card in the drop is Dr. J, and he's not super attainable for me. Outside of that, I mean, the 100 overalls will be attainable, but AD probably will be a bit more expensive than I'm actually willing to pay. And Cade Cunningham, I mean, I guess we'll see. He has the potential to be right there with Shea and MJ. And I mean, he could even theoretically be better than them if they give him a behind the back as well. Like, that card has the potential to be absolutely awesome, but who knows if that potential is actually going to be realized. I really have no idea. We'll see how his animations are changed and what they do to that card to hopefully make him really good. And then the Dark Matters are underwhelming. Ja's undersized. Joe Johnson's jumper's not that good. Gordon Hayward's never incredible. Luol Deng, good, not insane, probably. We'll see if he's shooting guard eligible. If he is, he could be better, but I would assume he's probably not, considering Morrison wasn't shooting guard eligible. Beasley wasn't shooting guard eligible. Some of the recent guys, Terry Dishinger, wasn't shooting guard eligible. A lot of these recent names we've been getting in the past season or so that you would have thought might have been shooting guard eligible aren't. And then Sarr is going to be a stud, but his jumper's not that insane either. So if they leave his jumper on very quick, he's not like exemplary compared to all these other Dark Matter bigs we got, like Bargnani last week, like all the Embiids and Hakeems and Kareems and D-Robs and Marc Gasols and et cetera, all these different Dark Matter bigs. Is Alex Sarr going to stand out? I doubt it. You know what I mean? So Dr. J, I am legitimately interested to see what they do with this card, because he isn't invincible, but his jumper's already awesome. I do wonder if they'll leave his jumper and put it on very quick, or if they'll try to screw with this jump shot again. I really don't know. And honestly, I kind of hope they don't screw with it, to be totally honest, because on very quick, it's going to be amazing. Would think they give him Pro 2 fade instead of Pro, although Pro's not bad, but I would think they'll give him Pro 2. He'll have Garland dribble style. He'll have Kemba or Trey or Curry escape. He'll have Trey behind the back. He'll have Francis size up. I mean, he's going to be absolutely souped. He's going to have pretty much perfect animations, and he'll be an absolute god. Second best shooting guard in the game behind Kevin Durant. I can pretty much guarantee that. But he will also be 4 or 5 million MT at a very minimum, potentially more than that. Cade and AD are interesting. Cade is really interesting to me. I guess the 100 overall prices have gone down a bit as of late, and I don't think that they're going to be super duper cheap, but he could easily be within a week or two less than 2 million MT. Like, I don't know exactly how much these 100 overalls are going for, but depending on how often he gets pulled, I think there's a decent chance he winds up being relatively affordable, and by 100 overall standards anyway, for how elite he is. And there is a possibility for sure that this card winds up being the best point guard in the game. I'm not going to say he's going to be, but he's got a good jump shot. So whether they change the jumper or not, you know the shot's going to be good on very quick. I wouldn't be surprised if they change it, but even if they leave it the same, it's elite. I assume they change the dribble style. Hopefully it's Garland dribble style #1. We don't want another dribble style. I don't want Jalen Green. I don't want De'Aaron Fox for sure. I don't want Devin Booker. I don't want any of those dribble styles. Give me Darius Garland dribble style, please. If he leaves Trey Escape, I'm totally fine with that. Trey Escape is elite. Size up could be upgraded to Francis. I don't think that's a complete killer if it's not, but I do kind of hope that they do upgrade it to Francis. Outside of that, I mean, I don't know. I think this is a pretty reasonable drop. Like guys like, for example, Penny's just over 1 million MT right now on the auction house. He's about to end. There's a Booker ending in 16 minutes for 860K right now. Like I do think there's a good chance this card winds up being 400 overall prices, not that insane, and an elite level card. Hopefully they give him behind the back as well, but he could very much challenge for best point guard in the game. At very worst, he'll be a top 5 point guard in my team. So it's a fun, interesting name, even if he is going to be 1.5 million MT plus. So he's going to be expensive, no doubt about it. Anthony Davis, I'm sure he's going to be great. Problem with AD is he is only 6'10", so he doesn't have elite level size. Now the wingspan's nice. He will certainly have, again, all the stats and badges you would ever want as 100 overall. Will they change his jump shot? That's going to be a big deal in determining how high up he really gets. If he's going to need a new jumper, in all honesty, probably to be on the level of your Wilt, Shaq, Tim Duncan type players at the power forward position. Realistically, I don't think he's going to be on their level regardless in all likelihood, unless they just truly insanely soup him, because like Tim Duncan is an inch taller than AD. Tim Duncan has better SIGs in all likelihood than AD will have. Tim Duncan has a changed jumper. Who knows if AD is going to have that? This card could very easily wind up just being a worse Tim Duncan, and at that point, he's not worth buying because you're going to have Tim Duncan for free already. So I don't see why you pay for AD. And then moving on to the Dark Matters, I mean, I don't even really think I need to show each of them individually. Hopefully, Ja gets a bunch of new SIGs. Alex Sarr is the one that I'm the most interested in, so he's the one I'll talk about real quick. Obviously should be a stud. I mean, his pink diamond from middle of February was a really good card. So 83 speed, 87 3 ball, 90 standing and driving, 90 interior, 97 block. I feel like there's a very good possibility you're looking at 91 or 92 speed, 90 something 3 ball, 95 standing and driving at least, and then 90 plus defense across the board with really high interior and obviously really high block. Really well-rounded card as well. Should be a good shooter. He's 7'1" with a 7'4" wingspan. We'll see if they change his jumper. If not, it's not bad, but it's not insane. But he definitely is going to be a very good Dark Matter. Just not sure he'll be noticeably better than a lot of the other top Dark Matter big men. So this drop to me is a little underwhelming, but there are some names here that I'm definitely interested in, and we will see how it winds up looking tomorrow. With that being said, that's going to do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.